It is finally here. I am so excited. The Iron Orchid Designs Spring 2026 collection is here, and I am so excited to share it with you. I am going to create a little Easter basket for a friend using a whole bunch of the products, but you can check out all of the products and order yours at shoptheturnedleg.com. Let's get started. I found this basket at the thrift store and knew it would be perfect to turn into an Easter basket. Did you know that you can paint the worn out baskets? I love using DIY paint and top coat in one to give an Easter basket or any basket a fresh new look. You can just brush it on and then the project is complete. It is also very helpful to kind of make sure to swirl your brush to get the paint into all of the areas. The coverage is oh so good. The color I am using is Americana, and it is one of my favorite colors for spring. Now, I could probably just paint the basket and it would be good, but I wanted to make it a little extra special, so I am using the brand new tulips mold from IOD. I just love the tulips mold. When you are using molds, I like to coat my mold with a little bit of cornstarch before I add in air-dried clay. And the IOD air-dried clay is so simple. You just put it in, and then you're going to use your thumb and that little micro rim to just smooth everything into place. Now, you can also use like a flat surface to do the smoothing, but I find my thumb works really well. And while I'm doing this too, I'm smoothing out the back and I am taking out any extra clay and saving it for later. That micro rim makes it so simple to smooth everything out. The next part is the reveal, and I am going to, once I get the mold complete, flip it over and then slowly peel it back. Now, you'll see here, one part did stay in the mold, and sometimes that happens with thinner pieces, but you can actually just piece things together without any problems. Aren't they beautiful? I am going to glue my molds right onto the basket, and I'm using Titebond 2 wood glue. I find this works really well. The first thing I'm going to do is be really careful because the molds are still wet. The clay has not dried. I'm going to mold it down while they are a little bit wet so I can mold them more to the piece and position them the way I want. I'm going to kind of lay things out. Then I will apply the glue and get everything looking exactly the way I want. For applying the glue, I like to put the glue on from the applicator and then use a Q-tip to spread the glue to every section. You want to make sure the glue has really good contact to the mold and to the surface. To slow down the process of the air-dry clay drying out, I like to paint my molds while they are wet, so I am going to be using very gentle brush strokes, and I am using the same paint I painted the basket with. I'm also paying close attention to the areas around the edges of the mold to make sure I'm covering this up. Once again, painting this mold while wet helps to prevent a bunch of cracks from forming from it drying too quickly. I thought to go along with my Easter basket, it would be nice to have a handmade card. And the IOD new stamps are perfect for paper crafts and so much more. This is the brand new stamp called Meadowlark, and it has birds and butterflies and is absolutely beautiful. First time you're using a stamp, you do want to take 220 grit sandpaper, sand in one direction after you've removed the protective covering, and then sand in the other. You only have to do this the first time you use the stamp, and that is so the ink will grip better to the stamp. I always like to test out my stamps ahead of time. Originally, I thought I would use the China blue ink for the stamp, and I was testing it just on a sheet of paper. Now the stamps do peel right off and you can use them individually, but I always like to put my stamps onto this backer so that I get a much more even stamp. I decided I really didn't like the blue, so I'm switching it up to traditional black ink for this project, and I also decided I wanted a few more birds. Luckily, Meadowlark has a lot to choose from. Another one of the stamps on Meadowlark actually looks a lot like the tulips mold that I just used, so I'm going to be using that for the envelope. I also decided to use the brand new IOD lace stamp for the envelope. Stay tuned to the end to see how it all turned out. Once my molds and paint had dried on my basket, it was time to give it some depth. And the way that I do this is by applying a little DIY dark wax into the crevices. Now, keep in mind the paint that I used has paint and top coat in one. So all I have to do is put some dark wax on and I can rub it back, and it will only stay into the low areas and really give me some depth. The finishing touch will be to do some white dry brushing over the top, and this basket will be complete. Once the basket was completed, I had to think about what I wanted to put inside. And Easter just reminds me of spring. So a flower pot I thought would be perfect, but not just any old flower pot. I am going to paint this pot using DIY paint, cottage color, paint and top coat in one. I'm going to be painting the outside, and I am using juniper. DIY cottage color is the perfect base coat for a new IOD transfer, and check out this new IOD transfer. This is by any other name, which is completely dedicated to roses, one of my favorite flowers. The hardest part is figuring out which transfer I want to use for this project. I decided to choose two, but check out all of the words and butterflies and beautiful birds that are in this transfer. I know you are going to find so many uses for this. Once you pick the transfers you want to use, you just have to cut them out, and you don't have to be super exact. Cut them out so that they'll fit the surface. There is grid paper to help you line things up and a protective coating on the back. I am going to set it right on my pot, position it where I want, press it down, and it will stick pretty darn good. So make sure you position it exactly where you want it. Now, this is a rounded surface, so you do want to kind of hold it in place, or you can use painter's tape. And then this little applicator is included with the transfer. You can just rub it on and it will release the transfer onto your surface. Please make sure your surface has a good top coat and is completely dry before applying your transfer. And then you're just going to start peeling it back. While you're peeling back your transfer, if you notice any areas that are not sticking, set it back down, rub it again, and it will release. It is that simple. The final step is you will need to apply a top coat to your piece to protect it. I love to use DIY Big Top. Now, before I show you this next clip, I have to tell you, I am not an expert chocolatier. I am not an expert baker, but the IOD molds can be used for baking in chocolate, and I had to try it. Who doesn't love chocolate with bunnies for Easter? It's the perfect pairing. So as you're watching this, I'm just showing you what I did. This is not necessarily a how-to. I did learn a lot along the way. One good way to get the air bubbles out of your molds is once you put your chocolate in, you can kind of like tap them down. That helps too. So I learned, but you know what? Homemade and chocolate, I think you're going to love this. I was so excited to see the new Bunny Les Lapins mold from IOD, and I knew I had to create custom chocolate. All of the IOD molds can be used for chocolate or baking. I bought some chocolate. I created a pseudo double boiler, hot water in the first pot, and then I melted down the chocolate. I prepared my area. I put some aluminum foil. I think you could put wax paper down under my mold to catch any drips. This was a large Ziploc bag to fill with chocolate, cut a hole in the end, and then pipe into the molds. And it started out going quite well, but the chocolate was hot and I did not wear gloves like I should have to pipe it in. And I did overfill my molds. This was resolved by using an offset spatula, and luckily IOD has put in these micro rims on each one of the molds so that I was able to put the spatula across and clean off each one of the molds so it would pop out evenly. And then I put my mold into my refrigerator to harden. With all of the new products, I had this little end table I had just painted and I couldn't help myself. I had to just give it a little fancier look using the new products. So come see what I did. The end table was painted black, which is cottage color anvil, and I decided I was going to use the brand new transfer from IOD called Madeline. This transfer has so many beautiful florals. I really liked the deep red colors and decided to choose a whole bunch of transfers to put on this piece that would really pop. Just like with the other transfer you saw me apply, I cut out the pieces I want. I arranged them into the layout that I liked, and then I peeled off the protective backing and used the applicator to rub the transfer on. It was that simple. When the whole piece was done, I sealed it with Big Top. Now it was time to check in on my chocolate rabbits. The chocolate had completely hardened and I just wasn't even sure if these would pop out correctly or not with all of the overage. When I flipped them over, just like you release the molds, I went slowly. I probably should have been doing this with two hands instead of holding a camera. I would advise you do the two-handed release, but they popped out quite easily. Now it is time for the big reveal of all the projects that I completed with the new spring products from IOD. IOD makes you just feel like a rock star with your projects. It helps you elevate them, and things just turn out so beautiful. Thank you so very much for joining me. If you are new to this channel, I'm so glad you are here. There are over 400 videos you can check out with upcycles, with thrifting. I take you along to my vintage and antique booth, and so much more. And if you're still here at the end of the video, I hope you'll consider clicking the subscribe button. It really helps me support my channel. You can also turn on that bell for notifications every time I upload a new video. If you want any of the products that you saw here, you can head over to my website at shoptheturnedleg.com or visit my booth at Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall in Lincoln Park, Michigan. Now get out there to salvage, repurpose, and create.